I'm getting high off the glory. Niggas judge a book, but they never read the story. So I'ma say it again. I'ma read the fucking book from beginning to the end. Give me 50 cents, I make $1 out of 10. My pussy to the face, nigga, it's many men. Let him suck my pussy, now he walking with a grin. Do me wrong, I put your face on a fucking pin. Now it's a funeral, life at the fucking end. I keep him real close, thought you had a fucking friend. My pussy holiday, thinking you was sleeping in. I put these bitches in a place without reasoning. I got the sugar, but they salty like seasoning. I let them tap me up, but only if the season's in. We had no air till we let the breezy in. Okay, so here in my video today, I just want to start off by welcoming everybody onto my YouTube channel with an open mind, a clear mind, and just with an open heart, ready to receive the truth. Now, the information that I'm getting ready to share with you, this is something that is very difficult for me and for anybody who has a gift that is in the category as mine. I have a gift to where I am able to communicate with spirits who have crossed over, spirits who are trying to cross over and just need help. Also spirits that are troubled. You know, some spirits come to me seeking my help in solving their crimes. In other words, homicides, things like that. So there's this one guy that stood out to me. He's very special to me. We actually have grown very close, I would say. We have become very intimate in our conversations and discussions. And the reason why our relationship has become intimate is because this man has helped me significantly in my life. Overall, he has helped me get through troubles in my marriage because, you know, we're human, so we go through obstacles in a marriage just like you go through obstacles every day. So this man helped me in my marriage significantly, and he also helped me in my motherhood life overall. He helped me with that because, as you may know, if you know me on social media, since last year, I have put out missing persons post of my children and some other people that I hold dear to me. And this man helped me from the other side. He helped me and my husband and my family locate our children, and our children are back home safe with us now. They're actually with my husband while I'm filming. So I'm very grateful for that. And this man, he's an angel in disguise. Now, I just want to get into his story and tell you, just get straight to the point. He came to me at first in a dream. He had shown me what had taken place, the events that had taken place after his homicide. Now, he did not reveal to me just yet, but I believe that he's going to. He did not reveal to me his cause of death. However, he did reveal to me 2 women that were involved in his death. One of these women goes by the name of Cynthia D'Antona. Now, this is a woman that she has a residence in Connecticut. This is a woman that I used to be familiar with as a child, but the older I got, the more unfamiliar I became with her because, you know, people change. You know, they change personalities, they change characters, and sometimes they change identities. You know, whether it's your inner identity or your actual identity and, you know, who you claim to be, people just change. And I've noticed that this was one of the women in my life who has changed significantly. You know, she She used to be caring. She used to be loving. She was a person who I would always spend weekends with her and her children. And we would go out to amusement parks, and we would, have pizza night, and we would just, have a lot of fun. And that's what she introduced me into as a child. But the older I got, I came across her some years back, and she just was not the same woman that I have became familiar with as a child. So at that point in time, I realized that she and I are unfamiliar with each other, because she did not know how to interact with me, and I did not know how to interact with her, because she seemed to be a whole new character to me. She was just not the same woman that she once was when I was a child, that I once was familiar with. So this woman, these two women, and this angel in disguise is what I'm going to call him, they were all on the beach, and he did not give me the exact location of what beach they were at, but it was two Caucasian women, Cynthia D'Antona being one woman that was identified in my dream. She was on the beach, and the man had already been deceased. He was a Caucasian man. From what I can see through my dream, he looked Caucasian to me. So he was on the beach. The right side of his swimming trunks to his genitals was covered in sand. The left side of his leg, as well as his swimming trunks were exposed. His chest was exposed. He did not have on a shirt. This man was already deceased, and I have ruled it out to be a homicide. And this is how I ruled it out to be a homicide, because after the man was already deceased, one of the women out of the two Caucasian women, Cynthia D'Antona being one, the other woman that was with her striked a pose with the man while he was sitting upright in approximately a 90-degree angle on the beach, and he was leaning up against something. They put shades on him. It looked to me like the shades were like women's shades. They put shades on him, and they took a picture with this man. Cynthia D'Antona was the quote-unquote photographer that day, okay? I'm trying to speak, in the most understandable way for you guys. So that's how I'm going to put it. She was the photographer that day. She took pictures of this other Caucasian woman. She looked it to be like a thin woman. I really couldn't make out her face, but I definitely, for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, was able to identify Cynthia D'Antona being one of the partners and playing a very significant role in his homicide. I ruled it out to be a homicide. Simple, plain and simple. It does not take a homicide detective to figure this out. It does not take a rocket scientist. It does not take, the greatest genius in the world. But simply, when you have a deceased body, and after somebody passes away, after they are deceased, they become cold, under temperature. Their body temperature drops. Now, this woman was all over his body, and she actually posed with him. So the man was not responding. At that point in time, they were supposed to go get help if they had nothing to do with his homicide. They never went and sought help. Instead, they were taking pictures with him, with his deceased body. They were taking pictures. They never called for help. The police never came. They were taking photos with him. And the first few photos that they took of him, he did not have on shades, but then they said, maybe I'm just guessing, I'm just thinking like a murderer right now, because, this man, he needs justice, he deserves it, hands down. So I'm thinking like a murderer right now to solve his homicide. They're like, okay, he looks dead in this picture, we gotta cover his eyes, put some shades on him. So they went and put sunglasses on him, and it looked like it was a pair of women's sunglasses. It stood out to me. It's like those couldn't have been a pair of sunglasses that he owned. And when I picked up on this, I picked up that this man had a pretty good penny. Like I feel like he has the potential to be a wealthy man. Like he has some type of money. So that could have been a motive in his homicide, but that's something that needs to be severely investigated. As I said, they were on the beach. It was two Caucasian women. Cynthia D'Antona was one of them. She was the photographer. There was another woman taking pictures with his deceased body. They never got help. So I know for a fact that they played a role. The whole dream, the way it played out to me, it looked exactly like a premeditated murder. And then they tried to make it look like the man was still alive after he was deceased. So, and we all know that you can easily find a body. And if you're good at the job that you do, if you play a role in forensics, we know that you can find out the exact cause and time of death if you are thorough in what you do, if you are good at what you do. So, I just had to say this. This man deserves justice. He's an angel in disguise. This man has helped me and my husband significantly. I owe it to him. My husband, Christopher Maurice Brown, also known as Chris Brown, the entertainer, and so much more. He deserves, our help in solving his homicide. He deserves our support because he helped us so much. He helped us find our missing children. He gave me the exact location. And without that, my family would have been incomplete today. This man, just to give you a little small background about him and the type of person he is. The reason why I call him an angel in disguise is because my husband and I were having a disagreement. Not so much of my husband disagreeing with me, but me disagreeing with my husband. And he actually shed a bright light on my marriage, and he said something to me that will forever, for the rest of my life, it will stick with me for the rest of my life. He said to me, your husband's love, and he said my husband's name. He said, your husband's love, Chris Brown, you will never find another shampoo in this world better than his love. And let me just tell you what that means, because I had just ordered some shampoo from Hollywood Hair Bar. This shampoo is supposed to make your hair grow like within a short amount of time, like 7 days or something like that. And you're supposed to, feel the difference and everything. It's supposed to be one of the greatest shampoos in the world. So once I brought that shampoo, that was like a few days after I brought the shampoo and it was delivered to me. He told me, you will never find a shampoo that is better than his love. And then he gave me a vision of my husband when I was a child. Not to get too much into it, but I was abducted. So as a child, my husband, he and I were childhood sweethearts. Although there's an age difference, age could not put a limit on the love he had for me and the love I had for him. So when I went missing, he lost his mind. So he went through a very tragic and traumatizing adolescenthood, childhood. I feel like he was robbed of, living a normal, what we would call normal, as far as not going through trauma. So he was robbed of that opportunity because I was abducted. So me being away from him as a child, he had to step up to the plate, and he decided to come up with a plan, which I honor, and I will forever, for eternity, honor what he did. And I remember he told my mom, if you guys are not going to find my baby, he said, I'm going to find her. And to this day, my husband was the one who discovered me. So currently, I'm filming for my movie, and you guys are going to wait on it. I'm not even going to spill the beans and let you know exactly when it's coming out. But it's very worth the wait. I just hope that you guys, take in what you can take in out of the movie, because I am giving a lot. I'm providing you with a lot of survival skills. I'm providing you with a lot of inspiration, a lot of hope, a lot of love. You're going to see the good, you're going to see the bad, and you're going to see the ugly. But at the end of the tunnel, there is greatness. There's also a light, and there's also hope. So you're also going to get to see all of this in my movie. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can check out my previous videos and my upcoming videos. Last year, it wasn't even a nomination, but I was nominated. But it was like, I didn't even know that it was like that I was being nominated by YouTube. And they actually told me that I inspired them as well as my fans, and I did not skip a beat when I uploaded my music and they picked my music to be the soundtrack of the year. I just want to let YouTube know, the YouTube creators, that I love you so much. I honor you from the bottom of my heart all the way to the moon. And I just want to thank you for being true to who you are, because it takes a very great person, a very special person, to be able to be honest with themselves and recognize good when they hear it and when they see it. So I put out good. You understand? I was promoting positivity, and YouTube creators, they took that in and they accepted me for who I was and for what I was putting out. And I love them so much for that. I honor them for that. Again, I'm going to keep saying that. I honor them for that. That was the very first platform in my life, because I am on other platforms, like SoundCloud, Facebook. I'm on other platforms, but YouTube was the first platform in my life to actually acknowledge my greatness, and they have inspired me to go above and beyond. And I'm actually working on a project right now, with some legendary artists in the game, and I'm not gonna spill the beans. I'm not gonna say who exactly it is, but I just want you guys to be looking out for my project. I'm gonna continue promoting my music, but also, anytime that something comes to me about, a homicide or an abduction or a murder, a rape, anything, whatever you want to call it, however way you want to put it, anytime something like that comes out and it comes to me, is definitely going to be uploaded, because it is my right as a citizen in this world to live and die for the truth. And I don't plan on dying, but even if this was to take me out, which I know it wouldn't, I'm willing to die for it, because justice is real, justice is truth, and I believe that all good people deserve justice. Okay, so that's who justice is for. Justice is here for good people like myself, and like this angel in disguise, who Yeah, he was innocent. I believe in my heart this man was innocent. You know, for him to do what he did for my family, he has to be innocent and he deserves justice. And that's mainly what this video was about. It was about speaking the truth, not letting anybody hold you back, and pushing towards the sky, because there is no limit when your limit is the sky. So that's all I want to say. I pray that, you know, justice is served to this man and his family if he has any. And, you know, I'm not even concerned about justice being served for my family, because I love my family. That is something separate that I will work for, I will deal with. But right now, I need justice for this innocent man, because he has helped me so much. I have to wait for justice to be served for my children being held hostage, but I'm willing to wait on it because my children were found. They are safe. They are beautiful. I seen them. I spoke with them. So we're in contact. I was able to touch them, hold them, kiss them, you know, like the good mother I am, like the greatest mom in the world, as my daughter Ariana, Chloe, and Charlotte would tell you, I'm the greatest mom in the world. So I was able to do that, and that meant more to me than anything. But as of right now, I just need justice for this man. He has not shared with me his name, but if you have any tips on this homicide, please, if you are in the Connecticut area, or no matter where you are in the world, if you have any tips on this crime, on this homicide, please do not hesitate to call 911 or to call your local police department. Thank you so much. God bless you, and may the angels of God encamp around you. Go in peace.